Hello, my name is Dr. Mukesh Chauhan. Today's presentation is on consciousness blueprint. Consciousness blueprint. What is the blueprint of consciousness? What is the blueprint of consciousness? Nobody in the world really knows it. Nobody in the world really knows it. You see, if you want to change consciousness, if you want to change a human being, you need to change their blueprint. And the blueprint of consciousness is an elusive entity. How can you change something you can't see? How can you change something you can't see? How many people, how many wonderful scientists have seen the entire blueprint of human consciousness? To change something you can't see is a tall order. It's very difficult because you don't know what you are changing. People are literally fishing in the dark and hoping to hit the bullseyes. And that's the real reason why people don't change. Until and unless they get into the heart of human consciousness. And to do that, you need to know the scientific structure of human consciousness. I have discovered the scientific structure of human consciousness. Therefore, I can reveal the beautiful mystery of how to change the blueprint. And only if you change the consciousness blueprint will you get transformation in life. You see, there's more to life than it meets the eye. Human eyes do not reveal the full story. Scientists have gone in search of the external underground tunnels to unlock the beautiful mysteries of creator creation. I went inside in the inner human tunnel to discover the finest nuances of human consciousness. There were some questions which were puzzling me as an undergraduate student. See, if you want to know something, you need to ask a question. And you can ask a question to creator like a child, like an innocent child. And you never know that creator is listening and might answer your question one day. You may not answer straight away because you may not be ready for it. It takes time in life sometimes. You may be on different journeys, different paths. And until I focus on something which is specific to that question, creator may not reveal some of the finest mysteries of our universe. When I studied neuroanatomy at University College London with Professor Aitkins, Essential Anatomy, Gray's Anatomy books, Grant's Anatomy, they were all over our Bible. When we dissected through the human body and the brain, we discovered beautiful anatomy and physiology. But there were some pressing questions which I had. Was what had happened to the consciousness in that cadaver? Where had it gone? Where had it gone? What happens to it after death? I mean, what happens to consciousness after death? People don't ask these sort of things, and that's some of the things which I wanted to know about. Where does consciousness go? Where does consciousness go? How does it take rebirth? How does it take a rebirth? Where does it live after death? Where does it live? And even more important question, why is there so much pain and suffering and wars and violence and grief on earth when people do pray to God? What is the underlying reason for it? Well, I took a journey. I took a journey where I discovered creator. I met creator after 14 years search. Einstein had searched for 30 years to find creator, and he had no luck. He knew there had to be a creator, and I found that creator after 14 years search. And then from 2009 years on, I Or rather, I should say, Creator took me to meet God. And then I wrote about God in 2009, then 2010. I continued my journey because Creator revealed to me that I've written about God, but I have not exposed the knowledge of Creator, which is completely hidden on earth. So who is this Creator? Who is this Creator? I mean, people don't go into these depths of analysis or research or pursue a path to find answers. Lucky for me, I had met Creator. And Creator played a key role in revealing some of the finest, beautiful discoveries. The first discovery was consciousness. What is consciousness made up of? What is consciousness made up of? The second discovery was God. And third discovery, which was the first discovery, was Creator itself. Creator itself. Now, I made 3 more discoveries which helped me enormously. The first discovery was consciousness is made up of quantum code. Consciousness is a structure. Quantum code is a source code of that structure. The second discovery I made was consciousness has quantum light, or is made up of quantum light. Again, it has a structure and a science to it, a beautiful science to it. And the third discovery was quantum universe. What happens to human beings after death is part of the journey, which is a very detailed analysis, but I won't cover in this present video. Now, to change a human being, they need to transform. But to transform is the most difficult thing to do in life. Why? Because people don't know the structure of human consciousness. And because people don't know the structure of human consciousness, they're literally fishing in the dark. They're hoping to hit a bullseye without seeing it, without knowing about the structure of consciousness. How can you change something? This is where Creator comes in. Creator worked on me day and night, week in, week out, for many years. Creator knew that I was in darkness about many things, and Creator was revealing some of the finest, beautiful knowledge to me. Creator would wake me up in the middle of night when I would feel like sleeping or I was deep asleep. Wake me at 2:30, many times at 2, many times at 3. At 2:30, around about that time, would wake me up with a question. And if I ignored it, it would work in my mind, in the sleep, in my consciousness, until I had to wake up. So in a way, I'm lucky that I had discovered Creator. Creator then was revealing some of the finest secrets of human consciousness, origin of life, universe, and many more beautiful secrets. But even more importantly, how to transform. Creator played a pivotal role in transforming my consciousness. Until and unless you work from within human consciousness, of whose structure you don't have a clue about, which I do and I can reveal, and until you change that blueprint from within your consciousness, inside your human brain, you won't have permanent, lasting change in your physical life, mental life, and spiritual life. You may get some changes which may be transient or ephemeral. If you want to have lasting change in each and every life, then you've got to work from within the full depths of human consciousness. That means you must transform the blueprint of consciousness. And that should be your goal. If there's one thing you can and should acquire knowledge of, and that is the knowledge of consciousness. Once you acquire the knowledge and have that power, a little bit quantum power, then you can start to change your blueprint. How Creator changed my blueprint after I was completely destroyed. I had no confidence. I had no self-esteem. And I had nothing left And Creator worked on me day in, day out for many, many years to change me. Because Creator knew that blueprint would help me in each and every life. And Creator wanted me, guiding me, inspired me many, many times, waiting to give me answers, which I had not even thought about.